Yes.
Up close and personal.
Up close and personal. We're live. Are we live everywhere?
Yes, we are.
Happy Friday, everybody. It is another Friday, and I am so happy to be hanging out with you guys here. So, as you can tell, we are now in the basement of the store because it is an Art Crawl Friday. If you are somebody who lives in Hamilton, it is not too late. Come check out James Street North. It is just filled for blocks with artisans. It's a free, organic, oh, hi, thank you so much for joining, everybody, event that the city actually allows to happen. It's not even that it's organized. Definitely a great idea to come down. And if you happen to be here for the second Friday of September, that is Super Crawl. Super Crawl, like so much more shuts down. And there's artists and there's artisans and there's food trucks and there's stage performers. It's going to be a lot of fun. So maybe put that in your calendar. I am Priya Mohan. I am the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario. Welcome to all of you guys from all over North America.
Yes, welcome.
So we have so many microphones set up and so many lights. Please let us know in the comments if we've missed something, if you can't hear us, if the lights aren't bright enough, and we can try to figure out this setup. What else? Shafali?
Our sneak peek is officially released on the website.
Yes.
For our newest shipment.
So just yesterday, I took all of the sneak peek pieces and I put them into our regular website collections. So now if you go to Boxy Tops, you will find the sneak peek Boxy Tops there, but they're still in the sneak peek. You just might have trouble finding it. I did think of something though, for those of you who want to see what you missed in the sneak peek, what I discovered is that if you go into our search bar and you type in July 2024 as all one word, everything that was part of that sneak peek will pop up unless it's been archived. Most of them are not archived yet. So that's a fun little thing you can do if you're interested. What I wanted to do today was we never found the dress. We never found the skirt.
What skirt?
The skirt that came in the shipment that you can wear in like 8 different ways.
I didn't know that it actually came.
Oh, it did. Can you text upstairs and see?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so we got a skirt as a sample, and it's a wrap skirt, but the dimensions of it, we had it made so that it can be worn like a ton of different ways, and I wanted to show it to you today, but it seems to have gotten misplaced, so hopefully it will show up. In the meantime, what I wanted to focus on were pieces that were part of the sneak peek that haven't sold yet, because I feel like sometimes, as always, the camera doesn't do things justice. So this is one of the pieces that I was kind of shocked didn't sell. The colors, I'm hoping you can see them. Can you? Oh, you can see them really well right now here. Yeah, can you see them there?
Right for the color here as well.
Yeah. So okay. So the color here is kind of like a gray with a slightly sagey background, but it is definitely gray. And then we have a deep red, and then in here we have these flowers in black. On the back we have kind of the same thing, except we have this beautiful bit of teal right here, which is like super fun. So yeah, this, for those of you who are new to this, is a waterfall top in a georgette silk, which means that it's see-through. And I was working with a customer earlier this week, and we kind of figured something out that kind of new, but I've never probably said out loud. If you are somebody who has a pear-shaped body like me, where you're a little narrower through here, but then you have a little bit more going on around here, a boat neck is really going to suit you, which is why when I wear my waterfall tops, I tend to wear them with the V to the back. So what that does is it adds a little bit of width through here to balance out the width in my hips. If you're somebody who's got a larger torso and smaller legs and hips, wearing a V-neck elongates here to reflect the elongation down at the bottom. So if you were wondering how come you've tended towards a V-neck or tended towards a boat neck or a round neck, that might be the reason. So this waterfall top, for those of you, again, who are new, the way that we've designed it is so that it has full coverage at the back or the front, depending on which way you want to wear it. And you can reach your pockets through here. Because it's a georgette silk, you're probably going to want to wear something underneath it. So what I've got here is my Betty tank, and the skirt that I'm wearing is one of our wall skirts, which are so unbelievably comfortable because there's that much stretch. Like I could probably fit myself in here a second time.
Yeah.
So
Marilyn is so funny. She said, that is beautiful. Wanted to buy everything. Lol.
Yeah, I think we all felt that way. There were some pieces. And if you happen to be in the Hamilton area, all those reserved pieces that we only kept for the store, people are coming in and looking at them, and they really are quite lovely. We didn't hold back a ton. In some cases, only 2 or 3 of each piece, in some case 5 of each style. But if you happen to be in town and you want to see them, or if you have a friend maybe who could, you know, take you into the store on FaceTime, which we know one lady has already done with her mother.
Yes. I actually know a couple customers that come in and specifically do that with their friends abroad.
Yeah. So with that is okay with us. Our goal was just to make sure that we had clothes in store for people who came in for the virtual try-on or the in-person try-on, especially the in-person try-on dress-ups, because we sometimes don't even have like a cardigan for them to try on. So we really wanted to make sure that we had something. So, okay, so this is piece number 1. And I'm going to kind of walk you through these pieces. I'm going to pair them with black because even though the sun is still shining, a lot of us are starting to think, how am I going to layer my silks for fall? So I'm going to be showing you some of the pieces that we have that are great for layering. This one that I'm wearing here, this skirt, even though it's a cotton voile, I feel like it would work really well into fall. And if you wanted to wear tights, like, put them on a hanger, the threads tights, I'll show them to you here and here. This is a Canadian company, and the prices are very reasonable because what she did is she actually won like female entrepreneur of the year. Like she's done some really great things. And what she did is she decided that rather than have middlemen or middle people between the production and the consumer, she went, so like she doesn't sell, how can I explain this? So what she did is she went directly to the fabric manufacturers in Italy and had these designed according to what she thought was missing in tights. So what you have is a lot of space through here, a longer crotch area so that you don't end up feeling that pull and that you can cover up to here. And they're very rip resistant. So you can even look them up if you want. If you type in threads tights, you're going to see all kinds of award-winning commentary because like they're really good. So if you wanted to wear a skirt like this and you just wanted to throw some tights on underneath, these ones are opaque, then that's a good way to take your wardrobe into the fall.
Yes, and they're also the same company that actually makes the nipple stickers.
Yes, so they do, and I'm wearing those. Whew, I am. I wear them all summer long, guys. Yes. The nipple stickies are so comfortable, you don't feel like you're wearing them. And especially if you're wearing something that's kind of billowy, you don't have to worry about, you know, putting on a ship accidentally. So these, they're called opaque contour black tights, and they're $30. Definitely check the description, the product description, because when they first came in, we all tried them on and figured out exactly what you need to look for to get the right size. Pretty sure what we decided is when you read all of the descriptions that are provided by the brand and you figure out what size they said you should have, go up one size. Yeah. That's what we figured out. So keep that in mind if you do decide to get them. It's a really great investment.
Yes, I do agree. Yes, we can. So actually, your dad commented, and so did Judy. Judy said, came in today to pick up my sneak peek items. Then Alex helped me, and I maxed out again.
Oh, no.
And yes, your dad asked if we could write the name of the company on the screen. And so
yes,
we actually, if you go to our YouTube or Facebook, you can type in YouTube into the live on Instagram, and we'll get the link to the YouTube live stream. That actually has all of the written information for all of the brands and styles that we talked about.
So you might be able to add it into the comments right now on Instagram. The only thing is anything we write in the comments on Instagram disappears.
Yeah.
So the brand name is Threads. Like as in I pulled a thread out of my clothing. I don't know. Threads. Genius. But okay. So if you are on Instagram, there are a couple of things you can do. This does not work for Facebook or for YouTube. If you're on Instagram, you can type in show me and it will give you the link to the collection that we're featuring tonight. You can also type in YouTube and it will give you the link to the YouTube video so you can watch us live. I think what it does is it takes you to our live videos and then you have to select the one for today. Then there's a bunch more that you don't need to know about just yet.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hey Margot. So Margot said I used to pay $180 per compression stocking when I was a flight attendant.
Wow.
This is so much more economical.
It's so much. Well, and that's what she tried to do, was she wanted to create something that gave you the same quality as those really high-end Italian brands,
yeah.
Italian-made brands.
Nylon, yeah.
Yeah, without the cost. And I think what's been really remarkable is the number of awards she's won, because they have been like the best opaque type, the most comfortable opaque type, the most durable opaque type. So if you need one pair of tights, I kind of feel like these should be the ones.
Yeah, and if you want
Yeah.
to support a Canadian brand and not Sheertex, I think this is the way to do it.
Yeah, it is a Canadian brand. She is a person of color. She's a sweet young thing. I've met her many times. Okay, so this piece is one of my absolute favorites. I will come close so you guys can see
You know
it.
it's also inside out for you.
Oh, and that gives us a chance to talk about the French seams, everybody. When it's like a drinking game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, time to mention the French seams again. So this is one of my favorite fabrics. It is a chiffon. It is lightweight. And what I love the most about it, when we first got it, because this is like, I think, the rest of a piece that we got way before. So the rest of a sari. So I thought it was going to be really washed out until I actually tried it on. That was a lot of tummy that I just don't need to see.
It's okay. That's where your kids were.
That's where my kids were, but they can also be a little protected.
They're for you.
There, yeah. That's for me to know that that's where my kids were. And I'm not ashamed of it, but I feel more comfortable like this. So this fabric is, it's a chiffon, which means it's lightweight. It's got nothing to it. And what I really like about it, it's got the black background, but it also has a tapioca, a pale green, like a sage green, and then a pink that kind of goes towards coral. So it matches so many things, and yet it's such a beautiful basic. I hope you guys can all see it. Can you see it on this one?
Yes, can.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely one of my favorites. And as many of you know, this is one that I would love to do this hack with, where you take it and you put it on like a hospital gown. Did we do it inside out again? No.
No, you're good.
Okay. So like this. Thank you, Shafali. Shafali's making sure I stay in frame. So it's really hot today, guys. I did not do makeup. I took a little bit of color and I went add color to face. And that was it. It is way too hot. So yeah, I take this, put it over my head like that, and it becomes a little bolero jacket.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, like I feel like as a different look, it's almost like a shawl. But you get this really great look if you flip it upside
Ooh,
down.
that'd be so cute with my Closet Night bracelet. It's right on.
Yeah,
the
it's so
table.
true. Your latest vintage find.
Yes, it is.
So maybe it's meant for you. This piece, Shafali.
My bank account says otherwise.
So guys, pouring out of sympathy for Shafali today. She went for her driver's test.
And
It
I
did not
failed.
go well. No, she did not fail. She has an opportunity to learn and grow. Yeah. But
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, and honestly, everyone I talked to said that location that I went to get my test in was the worst, especially
Oh, really?
in the area that we're in. They told me that everyone has failed the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually, I have not met anyone. Hannah passed the first time at that
Yeah.
location. So it's like maybe 1 in 100. So this is another kimono sleeve jacket. I know everybody has been asking about them. What I love about this one, and I'll come close to show you, are these fabulous detailed designs mixed in with the gorgeous roses. So I want you guys to be able to see. Now this color is actually very accurate. But you can see here it's kind of like these paisley designs, and then the beautiful roses. Can you guys see on this one?
Yes, and actually we got the sweetest comment from Anita. She said, I received my 2 boxy baby dolls and jumpsuits today. I love everything but the light purpley baby doll with the pale blue gray embroidered accent and the orange and lime green flowers, or are they dragonflies? It is just stunning.
Yeah.
If you had told me a year ago that I'd be wearing a purple dress with orange and lime green accent, I would have said, no way.
Anita,
But today, it's my favorite dress.
so Anita, when they were packing your order, I gasped and I said, who got these amazing dresses? And they said, that was Anita. I'm like, Anita scored. Anita totally scored.
did score.
So another thing that you can do when you're styling a kimono sleeve jacket, what I did here, and I will undo it and show you again, is there is a slit right there. And if what you're wearing is very sharply cut, like angular, I guess. This works really well because it's a squared off design. But if you're wearing something with ruffles, you might want to have a bit of a swoop in the fabric. So what I do, if I'm wearing it with something like this, is I take these two sides and I just tie them together super tight, like this. And what it does is it creates a little bit of a drape and a roundedness through here. So I hope you guys, can you see that?
That's cute.
Yeah, like I feel like it changes the look completely. So, oh, you can't tell because this one is also tied, but right here. Okay, so here you have the squared off look, and then here you have the rounded look. And I feel like with a skirt that has layers and a little bit of ruffle, this works better. Another thing that you can do, and I did this on the wrong side, so I'm going to just have to show you, is if you grab the bottom seam of the jacket at the arm and you tie it together. Actually, I sometimes even just do a regular knot. What it does is it does that same swoop. It takes the squared off part of the sleeve and it kind of rounds it out, which again, I think looks better when you're wearing it with something that's flannel seam. So let me show you how that works. Inside out. Here. So there. So you can see there how it narrows the sleeve. And then if I did this here, it would do this. So there you go. So that's a way that you can round things out if you want. I come close to show you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Here you go, right there. And yeah, I do feel like this fabric is beautiful. This is one of those ones that I feel like online, the detail of it is lost. Like I don't know what it looks like online. It probably either looks too bright or washed out. But in person, it is intricate and it looks like art.
It's really stunning.
It is really stunning. Can you guys see the colors? I think you can there, right? So when I do that, it seems to me that the ochres and the reds really show up. But when you look at it in person,
It's actually very tonal.
it's very tonal. So what you see in person, even more than you see those flowers, are these beautiful pieces of, it's not really paisley, but it's like a paisley styled design. But yeah, that's what you see. And I'm pretty sure that we had trouble photographing that. So if you love paisley, do not be afraid of the flowers because they are not the first thing that you will see when you're actually wearing it. I like these jackets.
Me too. I love them.
Yeah, and they're very easy to wear. Like you just throw them on like a sweater, basically. And they fit to a size 18. And the difference between these and the, let's say, cardigan style is that you see how this has a cutout arm. So that means it narrows in through here ever so slightly. But if you were wearing a cardigan, it's pretty much a free size. What do we have here? Hi, Mira. Come on inside. Mira's here. So what's going on?
So I was excited and I was happy and I'm wondering
Is Kim still outside?
Kim's outside and getting his here till 10. So I'm only in till 8 because I came in.
If you don't think it's busy, bring the outside stuff in and Kim can stay. And you can go.
Did you end
go
up finding the skirt sample?
What?
Did you end up finding the skirt sample?
I thought that was about the door.
No.
It's also about the skirt.
There's a skirt. Yeah.
No, but wasn't it the wrong skirt?
It was the wrong
But
skirt.
but we still want it.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah. So if you go, you know that section above where all the Friday stuff is? There's like a little pile of fabric with the Ankara dresses.
Oh. Okay, wait. White shelves.
White shelves.
Where's
Okay.
the pickup section?
Okay.
Under the pickup section,
Mm-hmm.
in the left side, there's like a pile of fabric. You'll see a pile of fabric, and there's that Ankara dress sample. And then
Which you can bring down
which
as
you
well.
should bring down as well.
Oh, so
And a lot
gorgeous.
of fabric.
Yeah. But I have to say no to it.
Also, I just met my mom from another mom.
Oh, who's your mom from
You
another
met
mom?
another
I don't know. I just met a girl and we popped up. It was Denzi's friend Rachel is here with her mom,
Oh.
sporting a beautiful patchwork parachute dress. And she just saw Taylor Swift in Edinburgh.
Oh,
And so we were talking about it. That sounds very
So we told everybody that I failed my test, and they're saying I should go to Brantford or
Well,
Cincinnati.
Oh, that's actually probably
So
very
I might just
true.
reschedule that.
I would be scheduled for an easier one, like I said, from St. Catharines all the way to Guelph.
Yeah,
Any
from-
easier one.
From Burlington all the way to Ottawa.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta
So who
do.
wants to come up?
I need to talk about this baby doll.
Yeah,
dress.
and I gotta go
Alright,
get that thing.
So I think this is the last baby doll dress from the sneak peek.
Yes.
They all went.
Yes.
But there's no good reason why this one didn't sell because it's
It's
beautiful. So what we have is a magenta that's kind of like wine colored. It is in a Georgette fabric, so it's quite sheer. As you can see, there is a leaf design. And then this is what makes it so special. We have a true magenta and a true fuchsia here. And again, I think the pictures online probably don't do it justice. Because as you can see, I'm quite a bright light. And these two patches are not like glowing, right?
No.
It's not like, oh, look at the fuchsia. It's like, oh, look, that's some interesting thing happening.
Once again, it's a very tonal piece.
Yeah. So if you feel like, oh, I looked at that, but like that pink looked scary, it's not scary.
Don't be afraid.
Do not be afraid of the pink. It's beautiful. And I think, and this is actually a purple, right? So it's magenta and then purple and then pink. There.
Ooh.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Hello. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice
you.
evening, sweetie.
Thank you. They had matching fearless tattoos, Mom.
Did they?
Something to think about.
Just close the
Thank you. Close the door. I don't know where to put the hanger.
Hi, Mira.
Bye, sweetie. Have a good night.
You do. Oh,
I don't know where to put the hanger, so I guess she goes here. I don't know where to put it. Okay, so guys, in this last shipment, we got a couple of samples, and this is the sample I said no to. So don't get all excited. We're not getting this, and I will tell you all the reasons why. So it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. So what it is a wrap dress with sleeves that has like set shoulders. It's not drapey. And my concern with this is, oh, and then it has these fabulous, like,
It's beautiful.
it's beautiful. It is beautiful, but I don't feel like it's size inclusive. So when Shefali wears it, it's show stopping. When I wear it, I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I feel like an old lady wearing a fancy dress.
I think that is a personal feeling because
You do?
I actually think it looks really nice on you, but I wouldn't wrap it around you the way that.
You do it this way.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
keep it open and then I would just tie actually those two. You can tie it with the front together or you can just create different ties with them. But I actually think it's quite an elegant dress.
It is quite. So we're thinking maybe at some point we'll start something called the boutique collection,
Yes.
where it's just kind of like one of a kind pieces. That my concerns with this dress were, it's not going to fit everybody across the shoulders. Not everybody is going to be able to do it. The length is gorgeous, but I'm 5'5", and if I were 5'6", it would be game over for me.
You mean, what do you mean?
It's too long.
But
I'm
if you're
5'5". If I were 5, oh, wrong
You
way.
could be
5'4". That's right, math. Yeah. So but I will show it to you guys. It's beautiful. And what I've asked them to create instead, I think it's going to be really pretty. So what it's going to be is kind of like, okay, imagine a rectangle. I may even have one. Allow me to put on a rectangle.
So we have some opinions in the chat.
I love
We
the good
have
opinions.
Sea Plant Lady saying she loves it.
It is.
Jessica and Jane are saying, nope, I don't think I have the shape to pull that off, and
Yeah.
it's not size inclusive.
It is not.
And we have some great kindness being done by Margot, offering her compression socks and leggings to a fellow flight attendant.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I do agree, guys. It is definitely a particular style. I've shown it to some customers in store, just to show them, you know, if they would like it or not. What do you look for?
Hangers. They're disappearing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that's two now. Oh, these came without hangers.
Yeah, they can cut
It came without hangers. Okay. So yeah, it's cute, but I want clothes. I want to be making clothes where if I reach into my closet to grab something 3 years after I bought it, it better still fit. And I don't feel that confidence with that dress.
So Margot actually says, not all sorry, not sorry. It's actually all size inclusive.
It is
so
not.
I say yes.
Oh.
And Judy says, I love the link. So I think personally, when we think of doing a boutique line,
Yeah.
because I am very for the boutique
I
line, because I
know
have
you
some
are.
ideas.
You are
for the
so
future.
creative. Yes.
I I do think that would be a really cool style to do.
So what I have in mind is, and we should be getting the sample for this soon. We're still waiting on that sample for the sculptural tunic dress as well. Okay, so imagine something like this. So it's got a hole in it. You put it over your head this way, and this is not all there. It's all tucked in so that it's sleeveless. Here. Then imagine that there's a skirt panel attached here with a belt. So you would have the skirt flowing down here, and then the belt would allow you to tie that to the back.
Mhm.
And then you would take the back panel.
Nice.
What did
back
I
panel.
do? Okay. So you would take that back panel, which also would have like a skirt panel attached to it, and tie that to the front. So what you would end up with is kind of like a top like this, and it would allow room for your body because this would be fully adjustable, how much it wraps over. And then you would just have that overlap. And then in the front, you would have like the two panels come together, where you would see the split, and then you would have the back. So that's what I'm thinking. And then I'm also possibly thinking, Cynthia, this one's for you, that maybe we do little fluttery sleeves across here. Because I know there's some people who don't feel comfortable with their arms, but I don't really want to do a full arm cover. But maybe like a little butterfly sleeve, just something delicate.
Something short, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and like a
found that
little
Cynthia's
flouncy.
Cynthia's creativity and also Lex's creativity with that showed me that it is more size with that shorter sleeve.
It is, yeah. So
I have a couple more likes as well.
Okay.
Heather, Mrs. Ears, they all said it was beautiful.
I know, but it's not going to fit you in 3 years. That's my favorite thing to say. But will it fit you in 3 years? Will it? And then aren't you going to feel crappy about yourself? And I don't want to. Okay, I see that I am projecting my own issues onto you. I do see it. I see
there might
it.
be a little bit of that.
A little bit
going
of
on.
projection there. No doubt about it. Anything else?
For right now, they're saying yes, it's beautiful. I think
It is
They're,
beautiful.
I think because it's lagging, they're getting it later than I'm
Okay.
getting it. Yeah.
So what I was thinking though, this is a poncho, and I did not share the colors with you. So what we have here is a teal color. We also have like an indigo periwinkle color, and then the background is a pale, like maybe a tangerine, or a marigold, somewhere in there. And I'm going to come close so you guys can see the colors. And I
Yeah.
kind of love this one.
It's really beautiful. So Margot says it won't fit now, but it's great for the young ones. And
It is
Mrs.
great for the
said
young ones.
it would not fit me now. Those shoulders, friends. And you know what? I agree. I think that it's hard to say that it's a style worth making because we want it to be affordable
Uplifting.
and uplifting for the people who can buy it, right? And like that style, it's like if we're looking at the numbers, will be expensive to make.
That will be probably one of our most expensive
Yeah.
styles because of how much fabric it uses and how much stitching would need to happen to make it that fitted.
And Marilyn agreed. She said it's beautiful, but I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think and that's not the only style out there, right? So that's what I'm thinking is that's a style and it's very pretty. But maybe there's another style that will also be very pretty. That will be more size inclusive where everybody can feel beautiful.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I can sew and make them myself.
Yes, you can. So what I wanted to try on here.
Ooh, Jessica said beautiful poncho.
Yeah. So I was thinking, why can't you use a poncho as a top? I don't think you can't. So this is a kimono sleeved duster. And again, it has those same colors that I just shared with you. Down here, we have this fabulous color. I don't even know. I think it's the same thing. It's the green, the teal green, indigo, periwinkle, and black, even though it's kind of hard to see. But if you wore this underneath it, you get like a complete look, right? With the poncho.
I really like it.
Yeah. And the other thing I was thinking is you could wear the poncho as a scarf with it. And this is just for funsies. I mean, you don't need to have the matching set. But I was thinking when I saw these matching pieces, I thought, what could I do? I'm channeling Shefali right now. What could I do to make this a little more interesting? So maybe I would wear it this way. Yeah, a little bit better. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep finding different pieces. But my goal really is to create something. I hate that feeling of outgrowing something, especially something I've spent a lot of money on. It reminds me of that Hermes jacket you tried on. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous for a year.
Yeah.
I'm not about that life.
No, you know what? I think you had that life, and so now you've
I did.
seen it, right?
Well, and
Yeah.
yes, that's true. I've had that life and I've seen it, but I also feel like I was duped.
Yeah, you know what? I will say, I don't think personally I feel duped when I see an Hermes jacket. I kind of, when I saw that jacket, I remember thinking like, this is so nice, and I would probably be able to only afford it once in my life, and probably even then I would only be able to wear it a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But it would really have to be a piece, and I'm not saying that would be the jacket. It would have to be a piece in a moment where I could at least say like, oh, I have this Hermes jacket.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And I did do that with Chanel.
Yes.
Right. But I thought that I had beat the system when I bought the Chanel because
Oh, I
because
see.
the Chanel had the 1.5-inch seams and it was paneled. So I'm like, you can expand this jacket if you have
can't
stuff.
really.
But you-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it still only expands to a certain amount. So I think this is kind of cute, right? Wearing the poncho with the duster.
And I think you just need an elongating necklace.
Yes,
Yeah.
which we did not bring down here. So this is my elongating.
But that's a beautiful.
Look at that beautiful necklace. So there you
How
go.
much was that Hermes necklace that we saw at the store? Wasn't it like
The one where I said, that's not bad. It was a horn necklace that had been painted with an enamel. It was not beautifully done.
no?
And-
I've seen better.
I've seen better at
Like-
Michael's.
Like
sorry.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, sorry, Hermes. I do love your scarves, but that necklace, I've seen it.
I mean, I've seen vintage closet that's like way better than
Way
anything.
nicer, yeah. But yeah, so I think it was 700. Wasn't it 700? I remember it was. I remember it was under 1,000 Canadian.
Circle with an H on it. That's pretty.
Yeah, and it was nothing.
I like the girl, but even still, that was like 1,000. I think it was like $1,200.
Did we already tell them about that little thing, that the purse ornament that was 1,500 or was 1,000? Remember?
Which purse ornament? Oh, the one.
No, it
at
was an
Prada.
Prada.
Yeah. So guys, and so we also went to Prada as well, and they have this really cute little kitschy robot purse ornament that they made with purse accessory. I adore them. I've seen them online before, so it was fun to see them in person. And I'm walking around and looking at all the fun different ones. They have ones that are plushy, and you can open them and put the one that you can open and put like things in, like a cushion. I thought was a bit Shein-ish, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, I was like, oh yeah, how much is like the regular ones that I saw in the front of the store? And he was like, yeah, $9.95. And I was like, $9.95.
It's a steal. So okay, so this is the wrap skirt. So here were my thoughts on the wrap skirt. I feel like there's not enough wrap there because I would need at least another, I'm going to say 1.5 feet
Yeah.
before I would feel comfortable in this.
So the way that Anshul did this is that it has 2 slits in the band so that you would put the thing in the slits.
But even if you did that, for me,
no, for you, Priya, it's tight.
there's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, tight.
But I did see something about how you can turn this skirt into pants.
If you tie it
I think you grab this back part.
in like a harem style.
This is me with broken back.
Oh, you're doing like a sarong style, right?
Yeah, I saw something that was like, it was
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
a sari drape.
So what they did was they tied a knot here to add like something so that it wouldn't fall. Here.
You know, casually when your pants fall.
Actually, when your pants are falling off. Yeah, and then you still tie this. I don't know.
You
this
tie
way,
that together on that side. Yeah.
and then you have pants, I guess. But even then. So my concern with this style was
Very
that there is
fashionable.
not enough fabric. That's where we landed on this one. The idea was sound. Like there was in the sample that I kind of sent her pictures of, you could like go up here and you could wear a belt, or you could put it over one shoulder and then also wear a belt. But I really feel like you just need a lot more fabric to make that happen.
I agree.
And then maybe, but it doesn't feel like a no-brainer to me.
To be honest, I think I see what and I think the ladies were saying it is a good idea, but I think Anshul just didn't use enough fabric.
Yeah.
And I think once there's more fabric, there's more to do. It's kind of like the cardigan, right?
Yeah, once there's more. Yeah, because I think if there were a lot of fabric here and you could tie it into pants or you could wear it as a dress.
Yeah, and
Where it's
Rebecca
a
said the
bathing
same
suit
thing.
cover up.
Rebecca Logan on YouTube says, "Hey Rebecca, not enough wrap in the skirt for me, but there is potential." shoulder.
There is potential.
Great.
There is potential. So maybe we try this one again with more fabric. But yeah, well, if you guys have a great idea, if you've seen something somewhere and you're like, this would be great from Sorry Not Sorry, definitely send us the pictures. I'm always looking for new ideas. And what we're looking for is something that is size inclusive
Adjustable.
and versatile and
Yeah.
adjustable. To me, that's important.
Yeah.
And I think it's in keeping with the whole idea too that we want these fabrics to stay in circulation. So if you end up outgrowing something, then that's something that is now no longer being worn, right? Then you have to find someone to give it to.
Mhm.
So guys, this piece here, I am kind of shocked that it didn't sell. So I'm going to come and show it to you first.
So I just got a comment from Tracy Lynn Mack. Hey Tracy, she says, I have a skirt like that from 10,000 Villages. Yes,
We've
had a
seen
couple
them.
customers who showed
Yeah.
that to us. It was almost double in size. It
Yeah.
was made out of a sari and can be worn in multiple ways.
And the ones that I've seen have 2 layers.
Yes, the one that I saw was 2 layers as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
So those saris that they made at 10,000 Villages were really cute. You often found those in like Wasaga Beach or in little beach towns. They tended not to be made of silk. So the price for that type of skirt goes up significantly when you make it with silk, because we tried in the beginning. We did have some of those.
Yeah.
And at the time, the price was like $140 for a silk skirt that was versatile. And I don't know. I think at the time I thought if I had that much money to spend, I think I would spend it on something else. But maybe we just haven't got the right style yet.
So Carly says that was from Darn Good Yarn. They have one that fits up to a size 30. Sea Plant Lady says wrap skirts always seem like a good idea, but for me they never work. She prefers a comfortable elastic waist.
Yes, I agree.
And Jessica says that is a beautiful dress.
This
I'm
is a
sure that I have its
beautiful dress.
cousin that is blue and green. Blue
Oh,
versus green, sorry.
yes. I think it did have a cousin. So did I tell this
So Carol Guernsey says I have one of the 2 layers, but it's definitely not silk, and it feels
Yes, the one I had one at 1.2, and it came with like a little piece of paper that showed you 25 different ways you could wear it, and it was so complicated that I just never reached for it. I'm like, and I love like trying new things, but I was like,
she loves a little complication.
yeah. So guys, I am in love with this dress. If you are somebody who can pull off ochre and green and a little bit of red, I'm looking here and it looks kind of washed out.
It's also showing up quite yellow on
Yeah.
the camera. I just have to let you guys know it's not that yellow. So do you
Yeah.
see right
The way
now,
it looks right now is how it looks.
It's pretty true to color, except it's still not even as vibrant. There's quite a tonal look to it.
Yeah. So when I get this far away, it's hard for you guys to see the detail in here.
The camera's picking it up great.
Is it though?
Yeah.
So yeah, the color is spectacular, and this is one of the ones that we have the matching bolero.
And Jackie said yes, more fabric, perhaps domes and corners.
Or domes.
Not
Oh, like in the parachute dress?
maybe.
Like those like puckers almost?
Yeah, the puckers. And Lorena says they're blended.
Yes, they are blended. Those fabric.
Yeah.
They're sometimes blended silk. They're sometimes rayon. And the other thing about those skirts that you get, if you get from like 10,000 Villages, so they don't necessarily match the colors. They'll take 3 or 4 saris and they'll be kind of complementary, maybe, but it's very. I don't know the word.
It's meant to be like kind of what certain people consider boho, which
Yes.
is like that wayward pattern nature.
Yeah, like it's just very, very. I don't know, like, casual maybe is the word.
I find it, and guys, don't hate on me for this, but I find it a little boring because I don't think that the fabrics sometimes are chosen very tastefully, and I just think sometimes it looks like kitschy, but in a very bad way.
Well, and that's partially because those pieces are mass produced, which
Yeah.
and maybe even with cottage industry.
There's
but
still ways to mass produce them, right? You
Yeah.
just cut.
they're
Yeah.
but the thing is, they don't. It takes a lot of
Consider.
time to think, to consider. When Anshul puts something together or chooses a border to go on something, that takes time and thought.
Yeah.
And these bigger businesses who are mass producing skirts like that are not putting in the time and thought. And that's why you end up with those colors that don't look great
Yeah.
together. So here we go.
And Carol says, like a raincoat. And yes, Priya, it came with all the directions.
Yes,
Lorena-
that's right.
Lorena said, roll of dice, what color they sent. And
Yes.
Margot said, haphazard.
Yes.
And Jackie said, yes, domes like the Diana Cray Mariposa on the swap and sell. Oh,
I'm gonna need to look that up.
will
I do
that
look
up
at
right
the
now.
swap and sell very often, but I'm not really sure what we're talking about there. So guys, if you are in the market for a beautiful, dressy, actually, you can even wear this at Christmas.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
It
colors.
is. And what I would do is, if I were wearing this more casually, I would definitely put the ties on the shoulders, but otherwise I would take them and go behind my neck and make it more halter style. But yeah. And just for if you guys are wondering, I am a 38C in the bust. And then everything down here is just kind of open size. There. Yeah, the color is just not kind of coming out there. Looks a little more red than it actually is. There. I really wanted to show you guys some underpinnings today, but I'm not really there. So what's going on that end?
I am trying to find.
There's a lot of
Gray.
posts on the swap and sell. If you guys are not following or part of the swap and sell yet, I highly recommend. It's where all the people are talking. The good conversations are happening in the swap and sell. So yeah, even if you're not interested in swapping and selling, I would suggest that you join up. It's a Facebook group. If you are on Instagram, just type in swap, and I think you get the link. And then yeah, you can just have a look. It's fun. You'll meet people. You might find something you've been looking for. People have been going in there and writing in search of baby doll dress, blacks and grays. And then other people are like, oh, I have one of those. I'd be willing to sell. So it's kind of fun. And then people are finding out that they live close to each other and they're stopping for coffee with each other. So it has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jane actually said she loved the swap and sell. It's a great community.
Yeah.
And Jessica says, quick note, the Gay Link Capri fits me like pants. So
Oh.
I'm 5 feet tall, so FYI for any of the short folks out there, I just received it from my most recent order.
Good to know. Yeah, because they are quite a long capri, right? So I have longer legs. So even though I'm only 5'5", I feel like I have the legs.
Maybe
of somebody.
leg.
Yeah, I'm a lot of leg. I'm short waisted. So I
Oh,
probably
just a lot of legs.
I've got so much leg. Yeah, so I feel like because I'm short waisted, I feel like my legs are probably 2 inches longer than most people who are my height, 5'5". So yeah. Except I'm a little bit shorter now. Have I shared the story of my crack in my back yet? I kind of have, right?
Kind of have.
So I got to see the imaging of it. That was kind of fun. I got to see the image of this thing in my back. And it turns out it is a full-fledged crack. Like, you can see my vertebrae, and then you see it's almost like the Harry Potter scar, because that's like missing out of it in a little zigzag. And I'm like, this is why my back
What a
hurts.
beautifully harrowing image.
Yeah, seriously. But thank you so much, Lorena, for getting me onto that Instagram account about how to move like a child again, and use those techniques to support your body when it's changing. And in fact, I was talking to somebody who came in the store and we were playing dress up together. Her name was Bridget. And I was saying how just because of things that have been happening in my life lately, my body's changed a lot, right? Like I had COVID, I lost weight. Then we went to Jamaica, I gained weight. Then I realized I broke my back. So that didn't have a weight effect, but I was wearing this heavy belt underneath to support my back, and my clothes still fit. So it was kind of like this journey that my body is on right now. My clothes are taking the journey with me and being supportive and friendly
Yeah.
as these other things are going on.
Jackie is wondering if it's getting better. She says she hopes.
I think so. Like, so this is another funny thing. So I realized I need to have more calcium. So, okay, guys, so this is a kimono sleeve duster. I don't usually tie my dusters, but I kind of feel like this one is just calling out for that. So what I did is I put the belt through the sleeves and then I tied it like, so it's, how to explain? I will show you again. So the reason that I tied it like this is so that the back is just straight and falls, and then in the front you get some definition. So
you can see I just put the belt in from the back through the sleeves, and then you just do this, tie these guys together if you want, and you get like a really fun look. And I would probably pair this with the Mina dress underneath if I wanted to
Yes.
wear it as a dress, so that it's almost like, I guess it's like a fitted caftan, right? But the Mina dress, for those of you who don't know, is this is gonna tip, Shafali.
Yay!
Okay. This guy.
Oh, apparently she's Canadian.
Who's
Lorena said the woman that Paige is moving like a child.
Oh yeah, it was really helpful actually. And now that I've started liking her posts, she's showing up on my feed a lot more. And it's funny because some of it was stuff that I figured out on my own. Like, in order to get out of bed, I have to roll over so that my tummy's on the bed and my legs are hanging off the end. And then I push myself up, and it really is kind of like a child. But it's true, when you go back to those movements, you do have more flexibility
Yeah.
to do things. And the adult way of doing things is not nearly as conducive,
Flexible, yeah.
as flexible. So guys, I kind of love this piece. I think the colors are gorgeous. It's kind of like a burnt orange. This is a camel. We have some cream in there. And then this is a forest green. Looking.
It's actually very true. So I used to go to do yoga at James North Yoga here on James Street. It's a great yoga instructor. Her name is Emma. She's awesome. And I asked her about, she's so flexible. Like, if you ever do a class with her, she is incredibly flexible. And I was like, how are you so able to do like handstands and cartwheels? She can just move her body in any which way position. And she was like, well, I was always flexible when I was a kid. And my dad, he was very supportive of my flexibility. And like, I just never stopped doing the flexible things. I never stopped, doing handstands. I never stopped doing this, doing that. And I think a lot of people do stop that. And then eventually just become so flexible.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough handstands involved in living an adult life.
No, unfortunately not, right?
Not naturally occurring handstands,
No.
anyways.
Yeah, right. And she also has a very active job. I think she's also a landscaper full time. So that plus being a yoga instructor trained is definitely a lot. And she also roller skates too. But
I used to roller skate. I would love to roller skate again. Okay, so I
the
wanted to
Jordache
see
jeans,
it with my Jordache. So I wanted to see how these two would look together because they're kind of the same color tones, right? Is it a little off?
I think color wise it's similar, but tonally it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I wanted to try this on. So this is a poncho as well. The colors are kind of pumpkin, dark pumpkin,
Dark rusty pumpkin. Yeah.
dark rusty pumpkin going into burgundies. And then we have greens, but we also have like a bright teal. And then this is an ochre that kind of leans towards camel. But yeah, wanted to try that on together. And let's see.
And it's a poncho that you're wearing.
It is a poncho that I'm wearing. It is, and I kind of do love it. It's really pretty.
But even still, like, you look so cute with your little braids and then you want to see top.
Yeah, it was too hot today, guys. It's really warm. But we should be getting our ceiling fans soon.
And so, guys, there's a matching duster actually for this poncho, so let's see how it looks together. People did not like the other two together.
They did not.
They're
There
like,
you go.
no.
No, take it off.
And Jackie said try it with red instead.
Oh, good idea. So here is another poncho paired with a kimono sleeve duster. I feel like I could use pants or something. This is definitely.
Help.
Is it in frame too much?
No, you're good.
Okay, so these are those cotton pants. They're $45 Canadian. They seem to fit to a size 18. I think we figured out that my hips are close to a 48, guys. Not gonna lie. But they do fit me. Yeah. So there. How do we like this look? Does it feel like fall?
That actually is very fall.
Yeah.
I really like
And then maybe we take a necklace or we use this.
I think we also need to do like an ASMR video of all the silk.
This silk ASMR.
So nice.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a great fall look.
and you could get a bunch of looks from it, right? You have like a top, you have a duster, which could be worn as a jacket. You can flip the duster upside down. You could wear it tied up at the front. And then you also have this poncho that can do many, many things too.
Somebody is wondering, how does it look with the Joanna jumpsuit?
Let's try. So I do have a Joanna jumpsuit here in black. Guys, hanger. There is a hanger monster here.
I think it's yourself. I see a hanger right there on the left side. Is that not the one this is connecting to? No, on the right side. Keep going. Keep going. No, even before it.
Even no, all connected.
Oh.
That's the Joanna jumpsuit. Honestly, they are disappearing. It's a real problem.
If only I could escape my
Your
prison.
little prison back there.
Yeah.
So today, one of our really great customers, Gabriella, popped by, and we're like, Gabriella, come downstairs, see what our setup looks like. See, you need to check out behind the scenes of the live. So yeah, she had some fun with that. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess I'm gonna throw it here. Okay, I love this though for fall.
It's very nice.
Yeah, like this is a really great look, and I feel like you could pair it with other colors as well. Like this is the, isn't this the taupe or the tan?
It's the olive.
That's the olive.
Yeah, that's the olive skirt.
Like look at that together.
I think that's
That is so fall.
because it looks like the middle of the flowers.
Yeah, and I think it would go really well with the orange as well. But yeah, nice way to head into fall. And
This might be crazy, but how would it look with the sky blue?
you have to give me the sky blue.
I can try.
Okay, and it should look great with the sky blue actually. Okay, be careful. Maybe move the box. Yeah, sure. This is got bad news written all over it. Remember that time you spilled the drink?
Oh yeah. I drank it really quickly, rapid fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's possible, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
No, it is doable, but I feel like the blue is just too bright at the bottom, and it
You know
doesn't.
what though? I think actually it is kind of the same blue.
I feel like
it's
the
just-
Galen pants would work better.
The Galen
The
pants
Galen
would
pants
work
and the
way
teal
better,
would
yeah.
be unbelievable with this. So let us take this off.
No, teal might be better. Yeah, I agree. Teal might be better.
So too, and I do love the Galen and teal, the ritzy tank and the Galen capris. How to take off your pants when you can't bend?
That's a good question. When I get to that point, I will let you know.
Yeah.
Priya.
Oh my god, it's kind of funny. So I did dye my hair, by the way. Even though I went for a really long time without dyeing it because I was like, I'm getting older and I'm not embarrassed about getting older and I'm not embarrassed about looking like I have gray hair. And then I hurt my back and I felt like a really old lady. And I just needed something to make me not feel so old. So that's where
What's wrong with being old?
Well,
Priya?
being old and doing cartwheels is great. Being old and not being able to roll out of bed, less great.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay, love the Joanna jumpsuit. This is probably the perfect underpinning for this year. Like it is so comfortable. I think I'm wearing a large here. They are very generously cut because normally I'm extra large. They do have pockets. And I think if you are 5 feet tall, they'd be full length.
Yeah. They were.
Actually, they are because Nisha's just over 5 feet tall and they're full length on her. Yeah. So,
And actually, Jane said those other fabrics would work really good with the Noche Casbah.
yeah, the Nochi cast was great. So, I am not usually a boxy top person, but when I saw this one, I kind of felt like we needed to share. So, I hope you guys can see it. It is, oh yeah, you can see it really beautifully. Can you see it beautifully there?
Yes.
So, it's black with just these fabulous circles and different
the
shades.
other part of my side slit top.
Yeah, you have one, right?
Yeah, I sold it on the swap and sell.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Should have sold it to me. Yes, I remember when you sold it. So, guys, this is beautiful and it's black. So, I feel like you could probably match it with anything that's already in your wardrobe. If you are a person who can wear a boxy top.
Ooh, that's cute.
Isn't that like a sweet little look?
You know what? I think because it's sheer, it also, like, even if it doesn't exactly fit you with the jumpsuit, you can kind of get away with the proportions.
I can, yeah, I think so too. Or even if I went like that and turned it more into a like an
Like an
empire waist,
yeah.
like to me that looks really sweet. Yeah. So I wanted to show you these because there are some of you who are very, very happy with the boxy tops, and I think this is one of the
Yeah,
spectacular
Agent
ones.
Lorac asks, how hard is the jumpsuit to pull down? Speaking of getting older.
So easy, so ridiculously easy, really,
So
really
easy, it's already gone.
It's already off, yeah. Because the only thing you really have to worry about are these shoulder straps, and they're stretchy. So like you're not trying to struggle to get them off. You just kind of give them a tug and then drop them down the sides, and then the whole thing just falls off. Because yes, that is a consideration for me too, which is probably why I tend to wear them with jackets, because then I can pull the jacket off or pull the poncho off. But even then, like this would be really nice for the vest as well. So yes, I've got a hanger. What else were we talking about this week?
Good question.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been a very long week. It's been a very long day for me, so I think that's why I'm a little bit out
Oh,
of it.
that's right,
Yeah.
because you did your driver's test today. I went with her this morning. I love this piece. Now, Shefali picked this one. The colors in it are like a taupe, a very, very pale taupe, and then blacks and grays and whites. So if you're looking for just like an easy neutral piece to fit into your wardrobe, this is probably it. It is a crepe silk. You don't need to wear anything underneath it. I think it would be perfect for travel because you can layer it quite easily. And actually, here's something that happened this week. Margot, known as Otra Princess, wrote the most lovely letter. So she noticed that we've kind of got a new campaign going, especially because it's been so warm lately. And we've been talking a lot about the weather and how it's really hot. And, you know, if you love to travel but hate the heat, maybe Sorry Not Sorry is for you. And so she wrote this beautiful long letter. I'm hoping to share it at some point. But what she said is, I kind of love to travel and love the heat. And that's why I love Sorry Not Sorry, because I can actually enjoy the heat. And I can, not need to have my air conditioner on. And I can, save clothes from landfills. And I'm not dry cleaning my clothes. And like, there's just so many things. Is everything okay?
You dropped the hanger?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The hanger is my nemesis right now. So there are a bunch of other pieces. So this is another piece that I thought would be really sweet. This.
I love that
Colors in here are like a marigold or an ochre. I think it's actually coming out quite true. And even though it is a Monday, Tuesday, it's only this that makes a
one.
difference.
Monday, Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
So Monday you're feeling sparkly, Tuesday
Yeah.
you're not so
Monday
sparkly.
you're sparkly, not so much the next day. And then this one was one that you pulled. Oh wait, this is another one that you pulled, and you're like, how is this not sold? I think I'm the one who has the maxi dress in this.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
No, maxi caftan.
Maxi caftan. So it is a very, very pale teal, and then it's got little bits of brown in it and gray, and it's sheer. So again, it's looking quite bright in the light, but this is actually more what it looks like here. So yeah, it was such a lovely letter that Margot wrote, in saying that, I'm not afraid of the heat because of Sorry Not Sorry. Finally, I don't
Yeah.
have to be afraid of the heat.
So I just found out the name of one of our lovely friends on Instagram.
Okay.
So Agent Lorac, as we call her, her name is actually Carol.
Oh, hello,
Because
Carol.
Lorac is Carol backwards.
Oh.
And Agent is in the front because she used to work as an OSPCA agent.
Oh, that's really cool. So, guys, this is new. I don't think we've ever had a poncho that just has this kind of trim on the sides, right?
Pretty.
So you can wear it this way, and with this, I kind of feel like a magnet would be handy right there. But because of the way that it's trimmed, you could also wear it asymmetrically, probably like that, right? Like that. Or you could wear it like a tunic and have this down at the bottom, or this way. But the colors are gorgeous. So what we are seeing here is sky blue, indigo blue, gray, very, very pale gray, black, and white. And then I'd say the trim is kind of leaning towards teal, right? And we were talking with that customer that was in here with me, Bridget. We were talking about how having these trims down here at the bottom adds just a little bit of weight to the garment, which is something that Heather has been saying for ages, that she loves it when there's a border across the bottom because it weighs it down so that you can really, even though the drape is framing your body beautifully, it just adds that weight to kind of make it drape a little better.
It just makes it fall better, so it's not as airy.
Yeah. So here's a little outfit.
So we just had a comment from another lovely lady, Jane Booty. She says, late coming in with the box top, any larger than the older version. These are beautiful.
Not really. Every once in a while we get some that like appear larger. And if there's one that you love and you're like, I wonder if it's going to fit, just send us a message and we'll actually take the measurements for you because there are variations from boxy top to boxy top. They're quite generous. Like I said, I'm a 38C. So, and they fit me. And I know Alex wears them and isn't she a double D?
Yes.
Yeah. Triple D maybe?
Yeah.
She's
busty.
She's busty and she can wear them. The main reason that I don't wear them is because I'm short-waisted. So I feel like they just land at the wrong spot for me. But
she's long-waisted, yeah.
So yes, and if you're long-waisted, it works well. Or you know what Mira does is she takes hers because she's got my short-waistedness too. And she tucks this all up and turns it into a look like that, which is kind of cute, right? I would wear mine like that, especially if you have a jumpsuit, because I don't know that I would wear high-waisted pants, but I would wear a jumpsuit.
Muffin top here, says Jay.
Yeah. I don't know, but this one, the fabric is stunning. We were kind of surprised it hadn't sold.
Yeah, and Carol is saying the trim is really pretty.
Yeah, the trim is beautiful. And this one is a Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. I know some of our ladies have bought the boxy top and then had slits added at the side, which is what gave us the idea for the side slit top. But the reason that we do make the boxy top, even though it's not as size inclusive as our other designs, is that it uses the least amount of fabric. So when we have some fabric left over after creating all the larger pieces, this is a way for us to still be able to use that fabric and create something. So it's not wasted. What else do we have here? This is another one that we're kind of shocked hasn't sold yet. So this, many of you will know, is a digital print, and it is a boxy top. You can see the colors are brown, different shades of blue, and then there's reds in there and some beautiful pink. Can you guys see it clearly? And then on this side, you've got your Monday, Tuesday here. It's mostly cream with just a little bit of pattern there at the top and then the stripes down at the bottom. And the stripes are going the right way. They're going up and down, so they're going to be elongating. Here, even though the stripes go this way, it's such a wide top that I feel like it still works. Also very pretty. And then this is another one. Sorry, I know that boxy tops don't work for everybody, but we were kind of wowed by these and we really wanted to show them to you. So this one here has kind of like a snake print on it.
I love this one.
That's really cool. So again, the way that it actually looks in real life is like that. Yeah. It's very grayed in the background, and no one color stands out more than the other colors.
Oh, Jane says she has the maxi captain in this fabric.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I feel like this is one of those pieces you could match with a lot of other colors in your wardrobe.
And Margot says maybe making the boxy top with the side slit would make more room. So that's why we have the side slit.
And that's why we went with the side slit top. We did kind of float the idea of adding slits to the boxy top. I think we decided there was a reason why we decided that it wasn't going to work. But I don't remember. We can always rethink that.
I think it's because we said that for the way these are cut, we can't guarantee that the dimension of fabric in between is always going to be the same amount.
Yeah.
So with the side slits, guys, we actually cut them to be pretty similar in size.
Yes.
But our boxy tops are actually what we consider an end style. So once we've cut all the biggest pieces from the sari, for example, like a piece like a sari with this fabric, we've cut a duster and a jacket. And once those are cut, and like everything is
then there's usually room for a boxy top. And that's it.
And sometimes the boxy top is not gonna be as size.
And I can explain that.
Yeah.
So when this was a sari, it would have been worn So there's no full panel, so I can't show it to you. But it would have been worn this way. It's actually, it would have been from here. To see that bottom pleat, that bottom hem. So anyways, it would have been something like this. And a boxy top basically takes, I can actually show you on something that's a little easier to see. Yeah, okay. So this here was cut from a sari, and I can show you where in the sari it was cut from. And when I show you that, you'll be able to understand how the boxy tops are made and how come there's slight variation. So this would have been the part of the sari that gets tucked into the waistband.
This is our poncho you're showing us, right?
Right. So it's definitely not this way. So it's this way. So if I was wearing this sari, it would go like this, and it would wrap around me, and then it would wrap, pleat, and over my shoulder. So when we make a boxy top, we take this length here, and we fold it this way, and then the boxy top is cut out of that fabric. So the reason why some boxy tops are shorter than others is because saris are all made to be slightly different lengths. So this one is probably quite standard, but for me, this would be too short. So some are longer, some, and especially in this you see in historically too, right? People are getting taller.
Mm-hmm.
So when you find a vintage sari, it may be only this wide. So yeah, so that's why they're all different. And I think that's why we decided if we put slits in them, we didn't know where the slits would end.
Yeah.
That was it. So it's still always the thought. Things are always up in the air. I kind of love this piece, by the way. I don't know how it hasn't sold. It is a showstopper. It's absolutely stunning. If you were on a beach, walking along the beach with this floating out after you,
I'd be looking.
everybody would be just staring at you.
Who is that?
Yeah.
That's
It's
exactly
so
what they
crazy.
say, guys.
Yeah. Who's that special person?
Oh my god.
Well,
Is she wearing sari not sari?
and you know what's funny is people are starting to have that experience where they're wearing sari not sari, and they're like, I think she's also wearing sari not sari. So it's kind of nice because then you're going to meet somebody who probably shares a lot of your values. That's kind of nice.
true. That is really nice. It's like kind of a symbolism that you know. Like
Yeah.
you just know who they are the second that you see that.
So here's another waterfall top that I thought was very beautiful. So here's the V-neck to the front. So this is kind of like a watermelon color. It's not really red, and it's not really pink, and it's not really coral.
So this pattern reminds me of like, you know how there's like graphics of like the world in the Weather Network? It's
yeah.
like that, but fashionable.
And I love how you can take this and make it go sideways, so you get that
Yeah.
asymmetry here. And then you can also wear it the other way around if you want a round neck. You can also take the whole thing and tuck it in front and back. So it becomes a little bit more versatile, or you can keep the whole thing loose, and then you've got access to your pockets. You can sit down and be comfortable. And I think some people even just tie little knots right here at the end, right?
And actually, the contrasting colors provide you with a variety of things you can wear. I mean, even a great gray pant would look so nice with it.
So you know what I really like is if you just tie a little knot in one of the sides. So see how it's kind of like straight at the bottom? If you tie a knot in this corner, what you do is you force asymmetry, and you end up with a point right down at the front. So like that, which is very flattering. Oh, gray. Okay. Really?
There's gray in the piece.
There is gray in the piece. I feel like it doesn't like.
The lighting is too yellow. Hold on, guys.
Can you change? Oh, very blue now. Maybe too blue?
That's like less yellow,
That is way less yellow.
but you can see that it's white.
That there is gray in there. It's
Yeah.
almost like that hellebore color.
Exactly. Hellebore would be perfect.
Hellebore would be perfect with that. See, me on the other hand, I would think that I would wear it with blue. Do we have a blue skirt here that we tried on?
Yeah, we did. It's in that little area. You just gotta
This guy, this area? No.
no in the middle. In the middle
In
area.
the middle area. I do have a gray skirt here. I also have a green. Oh, here it is. That's too bright again. Mind you, I don't hate it.
Either.
I don't hate it because it picks up this color. So yeah, very, very pretty fabric. let's see what else we have here. This one's fun. So this is something we put together and we wanted to ask you guys yay or nay, but first I'm going to show you this. So this is a teal, a true, like, would you say that's like a true teal? It is. It's greeny, right? But then it has all these other colors in it that make it absolutely beautiful. I feel like this would be a great piece to just wear as like an underlayer
Yeah.
with a pair of pants and then throw on a really pretty sweater or something. So you'd wear it like a t-shirt.
There's someone in comments, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Cheryl said, wow, how did I not see that in the sneak peek? It's beautiful. Dan said, very pretty. Carol said, there's so much to see. Margot says, I know the lives are great for seeing the silks. How did I miss that too? Jackie said, better with blue. And Nan said, I saw it, but I think I missed that by a little bit.
So here's a high-low top. Most of the high-low tops went, right?
And we have the matching jacket for that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see is how a high-low top would look. Matching jacket. And I have been leaning a lot towards my high-low tops these past couple of days because it's so hot. And I can wear as little as possible.
It's a very easy, sorry guys, very easy
I
throw
know,
on
you're so
style.
tired. Shafali's so tired. But what would you do? Would you put these two together? Okay, the arm feel on this is spectacular. But then you have a tail. Do we mind that we have a tail?
I think it depends on if you mind or don't mind having a tail. You can always turn the high-low around, create the panel top, and then use that as a jacket.
Oh, yeah. Like where you do the scarf thing.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. So guys, in case you can't tell, the colors on here are a true sky blue. Can you guys see that properly? True sky blue, a red, and there's a little bit of baby blue in here with the black. And what would you say this color is in here? Is it a pale blue?
I would say it's like a heather gray.
It kind of does feel like a heather gray. Very, very pale gray.
So guys, a lot of you might be, I see a lot of, some of you commenting that you don't know if it's purple or blue. And I think it just gives the illusion that it's purple.
Yes, because
blue
it's blue and red so close together.
Yeah.
It is definitely not purple.
But it definitely looks like it's purple in the
From a
camera
distance.
because of the way it moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that really
Yes.
shows the multifacetedness of the film.
Well, and that it shows as well how you can pull different colors out of it, right?
Comparing that. Ooh, yeah.
Do we like that?
Pairs with the blue. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does depend what you put it with. So you were saying if we flipped it around.
Oh, is that a Nirvana piece?
Is it?
So, other way.
Nirvana, it's perfectly perfect.
Flawless.
Okay, so I think what we talked about was if we were to do this. This is how I do it, but you can kind of do it any way you want. And pleat this, and then take it and tuck it. Isn't that what we did? Like that. Turn that into a blouse at the front. Then you have that back. Smidge. Ooh, that's very pretty. So you probably need a magnet to fasten that, but you get this gorgeous drape here. So if you already own a high-low top, this might be a hack you want to try. Oh, before I forget, many of you already know that I have reopened the orders for the Casbah pants in winter weight linen. And as we clarified last week, winter weight means winter in California. So it's kind of like a transitional seasonal piece. Like I do wear mine in the winter. If it's freezing cold out, then I would wear tights underneath or really long socks.
So we call it the heavy fall, right?
So it's the fall heavyweight linen. So how does that look?
I really like that.
That's kind of a cute look, right? I feel like I wouldn't wear it with this. I'd want something wider or less wide.
We consider things.
Like a straight skirt would be really sweet with this. So here's two pieces cut from the same sari. The arm feel is amazing. There's just two pieces that we put together to see how they look. Now that's also cute. Then kind of feels like once you turn, it's like, what happened there?
Did they forget the back?
Did they forget the back of it? That's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Try the high-low with the long to the front. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you just did that, Jackie. Yes. And Carol said very dressy.
It's very dressy.
And Jessica said that is a great hat.
yes.
And Marco said the highlight looks great with the jumpsuit.
It really does. Pretty much everything looks great with the jumpsuit, not gonna lie. Best underpinning of the year. So here's, oh, we need a new plug. Ran out of batteries.
Oh,
That's what just happened there. Okay.
okay.
Hang on, hang on one sec, guys. So I'll show you what kind you need. It's a, see? See?
Okay.
Okay. So Shafali put this together. We both kind of thought, hey, would this work? I know we don't have enough light. The light is coming. So this is a side slit top. So the side slit top is longer than the front tie top, shorter than the side tie top, definitely longer and more generously cut than the boxy top. It is kind of my go-to for like a t-shirty look because it has the slits at the side. It gives me room for my hips. And it's easy to just throw on top of something. And if you want, you can always tuck or adjust or do a little French tuck or something to get a different look. But in terms of just a loose, easy t-shirt, this works. Did you find
So
something that plugs
it's
in?
charging. It's just not letting me turn it on.
Oh,
It's like you gotta wait, friends.
okay.
I'm just
Okay. It's probably going to take a while to charge. Now we know. Is it too dark?
is it dull? Try the high-low with the
So we thought this was a really cute look.
Yeah.
They are not exactly the same color, but they are pretty darn close.
and also they're quite tonally very similar.
This one is a little bit more purple. This one is a little bit more burgundy.
Carol said this looks so cute.
It
The
looks so
braids.
cute. Oh, honestly, it was all I could do today. We don't have air conditioning in our store, and it's a lovely store, but it's an old building, and it's not possible to get air conditioning.
1800s?
Yeah, 1800s for sure. This street's been around a long time. But we are getting ceiling fans, and that's going to be kind of amazing. So again, I love to put the little tie in the front of the jacket like that. And what you're missing here is a necklace, something that adds a little bit of definition right at this point. But I do love this set. It looks like they were meant to go together. We could turn on the overhead lights.
It's hot, hot, hot.
It really is hot. Oh, you got it. Okay, and we'll leave it plugged in?
Yeah.
Is the cord long enough?
Nope.
Oh, okay. How long is the cord?
It is this long.
Oh, okay.
That is the length.
Okay, could we, sorry guys, give me a sec. Could you just pass it to me down here?
Yes.
Does that work?
Yep, I think that works.
You get something, right? At least you get something. So here's another
Sorry,
piece.
not sorry at the campfire.
Yeah. So here's another piece. I don't know how this didn't sell. It's beautiful. It is so freaking gorgeous. I'm kind of in love. As you know, anytime something black, gray, and red comes my way, I'm
She
like,
loses her mind.
I do lose my mind because I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to wear with this. I'm going to wear black, red, or gray.
Genius.
Yeah. Genius. But because it has those colors, I know it's going to work in my wardrobe. But then I get this fun purple that I get to play with. Kind of like that, the fun purple moment. So, yeah. So this is the Jackie Newell hack right here, where you take this point here and this point here, and you tie them together. And you can choose how much fabric you want to do with this. I tend to gather too much fabric, and then I'm like, why is it so tight? But you can definitely use less than that, like that. And you get this really pretty look through here. But honestly, I don't know how this has it sold. It's sheer fabric as well. And you could even tie these together down here at the bottom. Is the volume okay, Shafali? If
Yeah,
you're saying it's
great.
good.
I've actually been slowly going in and out and listening to the volume on both YouTube
Oh,
and
good.
Facebook and Instagram, and we're doing great.
Good. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you this because I don't know how it got missed. The colors are extraordinary. So if you are a person who likes purple but are saying to yourself, how will I fit purple into my wardrobe? This is the piece, because you just ignore the purple
Yes.
and you pretend it's just black and gray and red, and the purple is just like a little bonus. It's a bit of bonus color. So pretty. Okay, what else did I pull? I didn't really do any order here. Oh, there was this. So there were a bunch of pieces in this fabric that didn't sell. And I can only think if all of them didn't sell, it's because the colors didn't come through. Yeah, like all 3 pieces didn't sell. And that never happens. So maybe we need to have a better look at this fabric. And we will start by putting on.
We can hear you. Thank you. I know you guys have been able to hear me on Instagram, but we finally set up the mic today for YouTube and Facebook. So if you are on YouTube and Facebook and you hear me, let me know.
Yes, let us know. And especially let us know if you don't hear us, because we spent a while plugging and unplugging mics. And do you hear this? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear me when I say this?
So guys, we can't go live obviously until like we go live at 8. So what I'll do is I'll go on photo booth on Priya's computer and I'll play it and I'll go, okay, say something in the mic, and Priya will go, my name is Priya. I work at Zaria.
You're gonna love the silk.
And then we'll go, okay, go to the other night. And then I'll go, my name is Shapali. Hello, hello. So we just did that like 5 or 6 times.
We had a blast. So, okay, so guys, I feel like the color of this did not come through as well as it should have. The silk is definitely an arm feel of 10. It's soft and supple, and this is inside out.
Yes, and you are right, Carol. It is so soft.
So actually, no, it's not inside out. So, okay, the colors you're looking at here are lavender gray. Does that sound right? Lavender gray.
Heather.
Like but it's not like a heather. It's not
Hellebore, sorry.
No, it's actually hellebore has plum in it. Hellebore has a slight bit of plum. This is more like a grayed lavender. And then the other color is watermelon.
So it's very light.
Yes, it's not a bold color. So if you're somebody who likes red, but sometimes thinks red is a bit too bright for you, this may be the shade for you. Because especially when you put the 2 colors together, you end up with something that looks a little more purple.
And Carol said the fans helped show the.
Yes, the fan is helping us. It's our friend right now. Right here. There.
So flow.
That's fun. Yeah, and so we have 3 pieces in this fabric. So those of you who were looking for a kimono sleeve jacket that you could pair with jeans, this would look amazing with jeans, right? Because it would take this and turn it into more of a faded blue. It would bring out the blues instead of the purples. And then we also have it in the high-low top, which is just great to throw over top of anything when you don't want to have to think. That is my go-to, is not having to think. Please don't make me think. So yeah. I must be getting old. I'm getting like grumpy about things. Don't make me think. Thinking feels like a lot of work.
But you know what? You think a lot about a lot of things.
I do think a lot about a lot of things.
And I think this week especially you've been thinking a lot.
I have been. And I think the other thing is there are things that I want to think about, like new ideas. So Shefali and her generation have introduced me to a whole new way of gathering information. Like I'll mention to Shefali, oh, like I really love cloisonné vases. And she'll go, oh yeah, okay. The next time I see her, she's podcasts about cloisonné. She's found Instagrams about cloisonné. She's like one thing in her ear, learning about cloisonné from different cultures of the world. Next time we talk about cloisonné, she's like, well, first of all, you need to know I have bought a cloisonné bracelet. And now let me tell you everything there is to know about cloisonné.
So did you know that this is a Japanese cloisonné based on the design?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It doesn't show this.
So it reminds me of when I wanted to get information, I just Google things. And I feel like when I Google things, I'm not getting the best sources of information.
Yes.
And what you seem to be able to find are people out there who are filled with knowledge, who just want to share their knowledge and teach others in a way that's like more like teaching and less, let me throw some information at you. And I don't know how to find those things. Like they don't pop up easily on Google. I guess, do you search by video?
So this is the thing. I think that And this is something that Mira and I talked to Priya about as well. Some of us remember having to look at it in the encyclopedia. Oh my God, Carol. So
Yes,
what's funny
I
is
remember that. Card catalogs. Do you remember card catalogs?
So when I was a kid, guys, the first book I ever read was a giant encyclopedia that my parents got because they thought that is what you give a 6-year-old for sure.
All 6-year-olds want. I gave my kids an encyclopedia of animals.
Oh,
Yeah.
this one was like stories of the world, and it talked about like things like in Sumatra they have the world's smelliest flower and whatnot. So I actually think because I've been on the internet for a long time, the internet knows what I over time
Yes.
have been interested in.
So yes, and what she means is when she goes onto her apps like Instagram or
The main
TikTok.
ones, YouTube. The main
Yeah.
ones for information for me are YouTube and Pinterest. Those are the ones I've actually been using the longest. It used to be Tumblr, but I don't use Tumblr anymore. But I've been using YouTube since I was like 10, and that was in 2010. And YouTube has been around since 2008. So the YouTube algorithm knows me so well that it will direct me towards videos and content, even when I search in the search bar, that is more relevant to what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have that. And what we figured out is I spend all my time on the Sorry Not Sorry Instagram. And there are a bunch of other people who also use the Sorry Not Sorry Instagram. So the algorithm has no idea. They're like, okay. So this account belongs to someone who loves Taylor Swift and Chapel Rowan and also wants to know the history of Greece before pre-whatever times, and also is very interested in how to build a deck. And so we have thoroughly confused the algorithm. This was something I had wanted to try.
That's really cute.
Right? Because it kind of acts like a blouse.
And
So
what if you tie the ends?
that's what I was thinking. Like, what if I do tidy? What if I did?
Be careful the tag.
Is that what it is? Okay. Oh, see, now this is as nice as that dress, and it would fit everybody.
I actually really like how it gives the same sleeve look.
It
with this dress.
does. Probably just needed to do this with a little more forethought than just let me throw this on and then try to pull the sleeves up. So let's see.
I think it's so cute with the braid.
I know. I should do braids more often. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, we were telling Priya like she should use her personal account and just every time she finds something, keep going down the funnel of like going into the information.
Yeah. And use the show me or the explore page.
The explore page, the For You page, yeah.
And you would think with the amount that my phone is listening to me, I've said now cloisonné how many times today? I hope that something cloisonné shows up on my feed.
Yeah.
I've earned it.
Wayfair cloisonné.
That's right, Wayfair. So for those of you who don't know, Shafali, can you explain what cloisonné is? I'm
Yes.
putting you on the spot.
Yes, you can. So cloisonné is actually an enamel work that was pretty popular. You can find a lot of East Asian cloisonné, but it was also something I think that's been found since like the Byzantine era. So like it's basically an enamel work that you take
But with brass.
Yeah, actually any type of wire. You can do silver, copper. The most common are copper and brass that you find majority, but you can use gold, silver as well. And there is different types of cloisonné, but there are also versions that are like cloisonné that are actually not considered that because they use an inlay rather than actually using the way that
the enamel to fill the gaps.
Exactly. And so what cloisonné is you take these copper or brass or silver wires, you actually form patterns and you line, and they kind of work as like, you know how you don't want to color outside of the lines when you're a kid? It's kind of that what you do with enamel. Then you take enamel powder, you clean it, and then you smash it into small little bits.
And that's Shafali's TED Talk.
Then you slowly add it to certain areas. And actually, I watched the video I was watching. I had to watch it, guys, in 2 times speed because this woman, God bless her, but she was slow.
And Shafali learns a lot faster than she talks.
No, yes, fortunately. And so yeah, I agree, Carol. It is the rabbit hole. So I went down the cloisonné rabbit hole. I learned that I didn't actually know that enamel, how it was applied. I thought it was applied like a paint, but it's applied more like a powder form, and it's hard to actually mix colors for that reason, which is why you sometimes see that gradient rather than like a color blend. And yeah, I know it's such a cute look. Love this. Look.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing
Yeah.
that, guys. I'm glad that she was entertaining me with talk while I was just like preening in front of the mirror. It's kind of making me feel like I need to try on all of my kimono sleeve tops and ponchos underneath other things.
Yeah, that's so cute.
yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, it's very pretty. And then once that is all kind of filled, the areas where the wire isn't is filled with enamel. It's filed down to create a flat surface, and then you create like pottery and glass, and not glassware, but like pots and like designs, and
Vases,
figurines, vases,
boxes, little trinket boxes,
yeah, jewelry,
candlesticks.
candlesticks.
So I kind of love cloisonne. So
a little bit.
I do. I love the colors. I love how vibrant they are. I love the patterns. I love them for very much the same reasons that I love Sorry Not Sorry clothing. I am just in awe of, I think actually Pamela Gordon, if you are watching this, I still think of the coffee table that you had.
She has a pleasant coffee table.
So I don't think it was originally a coffee table, but it had been turned into a coffee table. And when I saw her, she was renovating her house and she had it in her kitchen. And I gasped and gasped and gasped again because I had never seen a cloisonne table. And it was beautifully done. But again, the reason that I love cloisonne is because it's so much like these fabrics where you can tell the artistry, the choice of the colors, that it's definitely artisan made, that somebody's love has been put into it. It's not just, we got a job to do, splat, 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 and that's it. you know what I mean?
Splat.
Yeah. So guys, we've had this piece for a really long time, and we finally got the matching piece. And so I said to Denzi, I'm like, how could we put the two together? So she did, and it looked so good. I pulled it off the mannequin. Denzi, that's so great. I'm going to undo all of your work.
Destroy all of it.
So that's what I did. So this is a maxi afghan. And again, you can wear it with either side to the front. And like I said before, if you're somebody who wants to elongate and lengthen, put the V at the front. Me, what I kind of do is I kind of stretch out the V if I want to wear this side to the front so that it actually becomes a little bit more of a boat neck V, which suits my body better, being wider through the hips. And many of us also look it like this. And some of you answered a poll that I put on. I love that, actually.
That's very cute.
Some of you answered a poll that I put on Instagram. Would you guys like to see this style without this ruching opportunity? And a number of people said, I'm either indifferent or keep the ruching. So we're keeping the ruching. And I appreciate that you guys answered that. So this is the piece that came in. It is a kimono sleeve top. And it is freaking spectacular. So this is sewn from the rest of this sari here. You guys can tell, part of the same thing. But can you wear a kimono sleeve top, this spectacular kimono sleeve top, which is navy blue and gray, for those of you who are wondering, with this? What do you think?
I think so.
I think you maybe could.
People love it. Jessica said,
Wow. Yeah.
I
So
agree.
the reason that this looks a little more yellow than this, I'm going to have to do a backward spin to show you. So what you're seeing here is gray fabric with just blue. And what you're seeing here is the gray fabric with blue, but it also has the embroidery on it in yellow, which is what makes it look different. But if I were to spin around, this side has the same fabric, like the same embroidery.
Yeah,
So on the back,
it's all matching.
it all matches. So it depends which way you wear it, but it is definitely the same fabric. But maybe I'll spin it. Maybe I'm going to spin it.
And Jane says, yes, that is nice.
It's different, right? It's a totally different look.
Oh, apparently the kimono suit top is not on the website.
Could it be?
Oh. Did you check, Priya?
No. Don't tell me I did that.
Priya,
We have to reveal it. Okay, guys, this one did not make it to the sneak peek. Can you just go in and reveal it, please? Guys, if it has a red dot on it, it didn't make it to the website. It was a holdback. That's fine. People make mistakes, Shafali.
I know, but you should check.
I should have checked.
Use the code.
I can try. PRC. That's all I got.
Guys, so this one, the reason you can't find it, PRC ports, is because it actually is not meant to be online. It is meant to be one of our in-stores. But Priya got so excited.
When I saw it on the mannequin, I got so excited. Okay, so now it's an online piece.
So it's a free-for-all.
It is a free-for-all.
We are going to try to avoid that.
We will definitely try to avoid that. Okay, so the other thing I was thinking is we could do the Margot martini glass hat.
Yes. Guys, it should be up on the website right now. It's PRC 4801.
Like, what do we think?
That's pretty.
It looks like something kind of. Who's that designer that I keep saying I love the way the clothes fit together?
Miyake?
Yes,
Yeah.
Izzy Miyake, where it looks like you're wondering how these pieces fit together into that pattern.
Yeah.
But that's kind of that
I
look.
like it.
And I think I could even do it with this at the neck if I wanted.
It sparkles. I know, Carol. It sparkles so much.
It's so beautiful, and I really screwed up. And everybody on the team is gonna be like, Priya, you told us. I'm like, I know. I remember when I told you. And
You
then
made it very
and
clear.
then I did the opposite. Ooh,
I really like that as a
Wow.
Yeah.
and this kind of really just blends right in, right? That's kind of a neat look.
That's a very neat look.
So this has always been online. This is now the matching piece. It kind of makes sense though to put the matching pieces on together. She said, trying to cover up her
But
mistake.
you were the one that.
I know.
I'm going to call you out right then and there.
Yeah, I know. What does Mira say? Everybody in my family says when they've been proven like wrong, and there's nothing else that they can do to defend
What
themselves.
did they say?
Well, change the subject very quickly. Yeah. So there you go, guys. You saw one of the in-store pieces. It happened.
Somebody is going to call back to a former video where you said you anonymously picked all the videos. Oh, I think it was purchased.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is really spectacular. Okay, I think I may have shown you everything. What are we doing for
Jennifer
time?
Warren. Congrats, friends.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Gabriella was looking at it, and she said, I thought I would have seen it on the website. I'm like, oh, it's definitely on the website. I don't know how you didn't see it. Okay. Yeah. Gaslighting the world. That's me. One person at a time.
Oh, Jessica missed it. Sorry,
Oh,
Jessica.
sorry, Jessica. Okay, this is really pretty.
That is really
This is a kimono sleeve top. I think, wouldn't this be really nice with a green? Sorry guys, I'm off camera. And actually, the pants.
fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is this one right? The foresty one? Look at that together.
That's pretty. Very
That's
seamless.
beautiful. I bet I could even pair it with the orange one.
Jennifer messaged in Instagram.
Yeah.
And Corey said, yes, Jennifer. And Jennifer said, just signed in at the right time.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Okay, kind of prefer that. Look at that look. You guys looking for something for fall, back to school, first day of classes? You just breeze in wearing this. It flows out behind you. The other teachers' heads turn. You blow them kisses.
Off to my class.
Oh, love it.
So Rebecca is wondering if you can wear a parachute dress.
I can.
Fits around your bust.
Absolutely. And as many of you know, because we say these things so often, the sizing has gotten bigger on the parachute dresses. And I'm so excited about that because I liked the parachute dresses, but I did not feel that they fit me comfortably. And so I was like, no, I'm going to wait. Here it is. So now they're slightly bigger, not like majorly bigger. The black and white patchwork ones are majorly bigger.
Yeah.
And we sold out of those in a day.
Aren't these ones just like an inch all around bigger?
I think 2
2
inches,
inches,
2
yeah.
inches all around bigger at the bust area. And another thing, last week on the lives, I was showing you those silk blend caftans, and I said we had 3 that had the wider dimensions. Those sold in a day, which answered our question: would people like them wider? The answer was a resounding yes. So we're actually sending them all back and getting them all made wider because that's going to be so much more comfortable. Like there was really no need to have it tight here. So yeah, those will be coming back, and as soon as they come back, we'll put them online. And the patchwork dresses are also going really fast, so I'm probably going to get more of those too. If there was one that you wanted, let us know, and we can put it on hold for you because I know the colors have been going fast. Wow. Okay, guys. Here it is. So you can see that when I used to wear these dresses, it was like this across my bust, like it flattened me out. And now that is not the case. There's so much room here. I know you can't see it because I'm wearing black underneath. I'm sorry for that. Maybe if I can.
Oh, how could you, Priya?
What was I thinking? But yeah, it's so easy breezy and comfortable. So Shivali's even noticed I got the one that was kind of like a navy cobalt indigo. We couldn't decide on the name. And Shivali's been over a couple of times. She said, I'm wearing that dress every day. She's like, so you kind of really like that dress, don't you? And I'm
I
like,
was like, that's Priya's new obsession.
well, you know why? Because like if I'm at home, I'm probably not just looking great. I'm
Yeah.
probably cooking, laundry, dishes, computer work, outside, walk dog. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. And as much as I love wearing my silks, I feel like if I'm going to be hustling and bustling,
you don't want to stay in them.
I don't want to stain them and I don't want to rip them. So I feel like this at the price point that it is, how much are they? Here, you want to check my back?
They are 62
They're $62 Canadian. And for $62, I can Canadian, right? Because if you're American, it's like free.
It's like basically.
Yeah, so it's so comfortable. It's like my new favorite thing. And I love linen as well. But even my linen, I'm like, I value my linen so much. Do I really want to not keep it as like ever so slightly special? Whereas this, I don't mind not making it special. This is my everyday throw this on and go.
Yeah, and Rebecca, I agree. They are so cute on. Mira is even thinking of buying one too.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's getting the patchwork one. And I was telling Mira when she put on the patchwork one that I thought it would be really sweet with one of these skirts underneath. Down the wall.
Oh my gosh. Nikki said, I live in mine at home.
Yeah.
And Corey, we're not sure if we're getting more of the blue. It's kind of more what creative design
Oh,
has.
that blue? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to be going there possibly tomorrow.
You want me to come help you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I can go help you.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Guys, Priya has a really great knack of if we're like dividing tasks for the live, she's like, I'm gonna do the really hard thing and lift everything. Can you do the easy thing and move things? I'm like, I personally don't think you should move anything. Oh yeah, because of my back.
Right. My back. So guys, I would totally wear it like this.
Yeah, that's cute.
Like that is a freaking adorable look. And they finally got them in gray, which, as you may know, I love me some gray, black, and red because I feel like it's just always going to work. But how sweet is that? So if you already have one of these skirts and you're looking for like a warmer layer, you could wear one of those underneath. And then I also grabbed some tops that I thought would be nice moving into cooler weather. So this here is called the Instant Sleeves, and they're made of bamboo. Don't know where to show it first, but basically this goes on over top of your bra, and you can wear it either this way or this way. And it just gives you sleeves. Basically, it just gives you sleeves. So when you wear it underneath this, you now have a dress with sleeves. So this is a really great way if you want to add a little bit of warmth as a layer without actually adding too much fabric and still being, what's this called? Moisture wicking and temperature regulating. So this is a nice one. Another piece that I thought would be great for this. So I've ordered some. There's more coming in. This is everybody's favorite from last year. It's called the Georgia top. And it fits so comfortably. It's really tight on the arms, so it's flattering. It kind of holds your arms in, but it's not binding. And also, it's a little bit wider through the hips. And mostly, if you're wearing this top, you're probably going to wear something over it. So if it is a little tighter, that's okay. Body hugging is great. What you're really going for is a layer of warmth with sleeves. So I would highly recommend, if you're looking for something to go underneath your silks, this top here is called the Georgia top, and it is in this collection as well for today. Other things that I thought might be useful for fall is, I can't find it. I'll have to just tell you about it. So, what was I going to tell them?
What were you going to tell them?
I don't know.
Oh, so Jane is wondering, I would like the blue patchwork dress. Are we getting more? That would also depend on what creative design has.
Yeah, so I'm going tomorrow and I will basically top up whatever I can. But like us, they're definitely a small batch manufacturer, so they don't have millions and millions. They get what they get, and then we run in and grab what they get and hope.
And they had a fabulous new sample that we love.
Yes.
And that wasn't even available.
What was that one again?
It was like that really soft.
Oh, it was a rayon patchwork. Yeah, it was really nice. So guys, I am kind of loving this look. Like even if you kind of lifted that up a bit using one of those magnets, like this is a very fancy look.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Judy is wondering, when is the next Georgia chocolate shipment coming up?
So that's a really good question. So on the website, I had to place my Georgia top orders for fall. Some of them they had in stock and some of them are not made yet. Now, Georgia tops are made by Terrera, which is a Canadian business that's small batch. It's a small batch business as well. So I pre-ordered, and on the website, it should say for those sizes that I don't already have, it should say expected delivery. So you can pre-purchase, and as soon as we get it, we'll get it out to you, but they're not even made yet.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can do about those. The same thing happened with these. Oh, I remember what I was going to show you guys. These. So we are almost getting to the season where you may want to get a pair of these. These are called the Viva pants, the Viva leggings. They're slightly thicker than regular leggings because they are bamboo terry. You can kind of see the texture in here. So they're like one layer thicker than just your regular legging. What I love about it, it has a cell phone pocket right here. So I feel like if you want a winter legging that you can still wear indoors where you're, you know, where it may be warm, but also outdoors where you may be cold, the bamboo in this really works with you to regulate your temperature.
Yeah.
And because they're slightly thicker, the wind doesn't whip through them as much. But these ones as well, I placed an order. Some we got, some we have to wait until they're made.
Lorena says, I wear the cotton cardigan over it all. And Margaret says, that's beautiful.
So beautiful.
And as we know, Lorena is always stunting looks, even at the gym, which I appreciate.
Yes. And I loved how you had to drive the other day. Lorena had to drive.
Yeah.
And so she's like, there was no travel imaging because she's like, well, today I have to drive. There's no travel imaging for me today.
I find it so sweet though when her husband's always sitting at the side.
And he's so easygoing about it. It's like she's having the time of her life on that phone. And so am I, because she is.
Haven't they been married for a really long time?
35 years?
Wow, guys.
Yeah. So this is how much we know you guys.
We know your SIN number.
No,
your
we
birth
don't. We
certificate.
don't keep your visa numbers.
Yeah,
we don't have any
anything.
information. But we do like your little triumphs and we share them with each
Yeah.
other. Like, oh, did you know so-and-so's getting married or so-and-so's daughter's getting married? And how cool is
Aw,
that?
Lorena said she hasn't driven since COVID.
Oh. That's really
It's okay. I haven't driven since COVID either.
okay. Okay. No. You drove this morning.
No, but I mean, I haven't driven, like, during COVID, I never drove.
Oh,
until
right.
now.
Okay.
It's okay.
What if I put it on from the top?
I agree.
It's going to get better. I also, as part of my feeling sorry for myself because my back is broken, I got contacts. Did I tell you I got contacts? Yeah. So I got contacts. So I now have one eye that can see up close mostly and one eye that can see far away mostly. So I should have been able to read that tiny, tiny, tiny little writing, but maybe there wasn't enough light.
That's okay.
But that was a whole other thing that I am feeling very old and I need things to make me not feel so old until
yeah.
my back is no longer broken.
Yeah. And Lorena said they've been together since 1980. That
Yeah.
is crazy.
Well, they met in school.
Wow.
Okay, so I wanted
That's
to
so
show you.
sweet.
I'm so happy in this, actually. And I really wanted to show you this gorgeous antique border. Some of you may recognize it because I've seen this before on other pieces of clothing that Anshul has added it to, but it is phenomenal. And I love how she chose to pair it with this. Like, look at that. It makes it.
It curates the look for you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a little piece of art.
Oh, maybe you have a hardback chair next week so you have something to stabilize.
That's a
I
really
did,
great
Judy.
idea. That's a terrific idea. Mira's trying to find me a bedazzled cane.
She's committed. It's a little concerning. But there's so many at the antique mall with like a carved tag on the front.
Like an elephant head.
Yeah.
So sweet. I'm gonna be fine soon. It's just gonna take time. So I remember what else I was gonna tell you guys. So as soon as I found out I've got osteopenia.
Osteopedia.
Okay. So which is like a precursor to osteoporosis. So as soon as I found that out, I'm like,
Osteopenia, right?
Penia, that's what it
because
is,
It means you
penia.
have a decrease in bone mineral density.
yeah. So as soon as I found that out, I'm like, okay, I am all about having calcium. So the other day I go to the pharmacy to pick something up, and she's like, and you are taking calcium, right? I'm like, oh, I'm taking so much calcium. I'm taking it with magnesium. I'm taking it with vitamin D. I'm taking it with whatever K2 is. I am taking it with like all of these things, vitamin C. And she goes, so how much are you taking? I'm like, I'm eating it like jelly beans. And she goes, so you do know that after this amount, you're just peeing it out, right?
Yeah.
It's not gonna like actually.
do anything.
And I'm like, I'm eating so much calcium, so my bones will grow back so much more quickly. So don't make that mistake, guys. That's not true. That is false.
You didn't know that?
I did. I wishful thinking.
It's okay. I forget that you have a literature background.
I
and
do have a literature background. We were talking about Jane Eyre. We were talking about Jane Eyre the other day, and it was fun. It was fun talking about the mad woman in the attic and the tropes and the archetypes. And then Shefali says, "Oh, right. You have a literature background."
And then you were talking about something medical. What was it?
I don't know, but I had no idea what I was saying. And then you're
Yeah.
like, yes, that has to do with the something chromosome something. And I'm like, right, science background right there.
Only time it's useful, guys. It was like when Mira, she had like a little blister on her arm, and then she wanted to pop it because it was like creating pus. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, but I'm scared if I pop it, my baby's gonna come out." And I went,
She did not say
she
that.
fully said that, and I
Oh
said,
my
"Mira,
God.
honey, you know that that's not actually possible." And she was like, "But I'm
What Okay, she should know better than that. I have raised her to know more than that. Doesn't mean she was listening.
scared."
Did I already show this? Because I kind of love it.
I like these two together.
Yeah.
I think you should do Dame Judy Hack.
Dame Judy hat. I can do that. So this is a kimono sleeve jacket. And what's really cool about it is the color is kind of like I want to say wine. It's a wine. But it has these gold threads running through it that are woven right in. And I would say you can feel them, but they're not itchy. Did somebody say something funny?
Yeah, Jane said jokes.
Yeah, I apologize for my daughters. I will get her a science book. Enough of the animal encyclopedia. Definitely we needed like a Grey's Anatomy type situation.
Also one of the most medically inaccurate shows ever.
No. Grey's Anatomy, the book.
Oh, the book.
The actual Grey's
book.
Anatomy.
Oh.
The real thing. Yeah, this is adorable together. I would wear this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think those are really cute.
Yeah. Not the TV show.
Silly.
Silly.
Yes, you have to jump like Lorena for bone density.
So true. It's gonna happen, guys. I've learned my lesson. I've learned so many lessons. That's
And the lessons
cute.
never end. That's adorable.
So I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was telling me like all of this new stuff that she's discovered, and about life and about relationships. So she's in her 80s, and she's like, so now I've really come to understand, this is all part of my journey. And then she was really quiet for a minute. She goes, but why does God keep sending me on more journeys? Aren't I done yet? It was really funny because I think she was saying it to herself, and then it was kind of like
so frustrated.
she was like, God, enough journeying. So yeah, and now Shefali and I have a short form for they're on their own journey. We were like, they're just on their journey. So we don't even say it anymore. We hear some story about somebody who's done some crazy thing, and we're like,
And we both nod.
and then we nod. That's just their journey. Okay, I actually think that I've shown you guys everything that we told.
I think so too.
I did not show you this. I have the other half of this one,
Ooh.
and it's really soft. I wear it with Isola, just so you know, that beautiful blue.
Heather.
And I also wear it with Nochi. And then other than that, I really just pulled a lot of black. And I thought that I would have more time to try things on, but I didn't, so I'll just show them to you. So this is the side slit top. It's the long side slit. So if you were looking for something in a bamboo, super, super soft, that comes down quite low, like in the back, it would come to here. In the front, it comes to about here. So it covers everything. So if you're looking for a longer tank, it's called the side slit tank. And this is the one with the longer slit, which is a lot more forgiving through the hips. So in the one that's more forgiving through the hips, I can wear a small medium. In the one that's less forgiving through the hips, I have to wear a large extra large.
Yeah.
And then I realized that we still have Bryn Walker tank tops. These are the ones made of the bamboo cotton, and they're a little bit thicker. So if you were looking for a really comfortable, warmer tank top, did you forget we had these? It's the Huxley tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I actually
Yeah. So we got them in, and we got them made especially for us because they didn't make the Huxley tank
in a bamboo.
in a bamboo. But it's really long through the back. It's got a panel sewn in here, which is what makes it wider through the back, so there's more room for your bum, and then it curves up this way. But because it's a bamboo cotton and it's a little bit heavier weight, it's a great piece to carry you into the fall. Might be a little warm for summer, even though it's temperature regulating. Time is it, Shafali?
It is 9:58.
Ooh! Last week, Gord was out at his brother's house, and as he came home, he's like, "Oh, good, it's 9:45. I still have time to catch the live." And he turned it on. He's like, "They're done. They're done. It's over." And I'm like, "Yeah, we finished early last week for some reason." He's like, "I missed it. I completely missed it."
Hi, Gord, if you're watching.
Yeah. What else? Oh, mean address. I already showed you. This jumpsuit, we only have one left. This is called the Mira jumpsuit.
Named by a special someone.
Yeah. Can you guys see, even though it's black? Do we need more light?
I think so.
So,
Yeah, they can.
okay, good. So this one has a waistband here. So if you are somebody who is hourglass shaped, this would be a really great jumpsuit for you because this center panel sits here. And then there's a little bit of gathering here and a little gathering above it, which kind of smooths out all the parts. But I do feel like it has to go on someone who's either long-waisted or somebody who is, what's the word? Hourglass. Okay. But I'm tired too, guys, not gonna lie. So this is really nice too because it's bamboo and it's from Blue Sky.
You know, it's funny when you asked me if they could see properly, I actually had to focus my eyes because they're so tired, and I looked at the screen like, and I was like, no.
Yeah. It's been a long day. And oh yeah, I already told you guys art crawl is on. So upstairs there's all kinds of craziness happening too. Should have from the top.
She's so cute.
So here's another dress that if you're looking for something really easy in cotton, we have it in a coral color, we have it in olive green, and I think this is the last black one.
I think this is the last black one.
Yeah. So if you want to find it on our site, type in the word cocoon. COCOON. So it's got dolman sleeves, and it's really just a very generously cut wide dress. I think there were some ladies who were concerned about how high that slit is, and you can tell I'm wearing shorts, and you can see the top of the shorts. So you might need to wear shorts underneath it or capris, or pants or leggings or something. Me, I would be pretty happy just wearing the Haley shorts, and then if you get to see my leg, that's nice for you. So this one's really nice if you're looking for something very loose and very airy, and moving into fall, because again, we've got the longer sleeves. I think that's it, Shafali.
I think that is it too, friends.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much.
So the next shipment that's coming in is leaving India. It's still on schedule to leave India on August 15th. In addition to the numbers that I already told you, it turns out we're getting 50 side tie tops and an additional 50 ponchos, in addition to those numbers I gave you. What else? So we're expecting those to be in store by the end of August, but keep an eye out for when the sneak peek happens. We usually release the sneak peek on the first Sunday after it ships, because by that time everything is online. If you're interested in the heavy linen order, I think we're doing that until August 20th. If you're looking for a pair of Casba pants, and I do have a pair here somewhere. I'm never going to get to them. Okay, so Casba pants, if you're looking for them, the colors are online. You can just type in
Casba.
yeah. So they're really cool. Everybody who tries them on loves them. They suit everybody.
Oh, somebody's Jackie's wondering caftans? Question mark?
I
Great
don't
question.
remember.
Great question, Jackie. We will, as always, post what
I
is
did
coming.
post it, but I think I only posted it as a story.
Yeah. because
So
it
I
wasn't
can
confirmed, I
repost
don't
it.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll post it as a story again, and I'll probably have to adjust the numbers because we did get more of some things. Probably some caftans, but I feel like it's short and midi and not maxi. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for all the reactions to that funny video that Shivali put together of me sitting in the backyard pretending to drink so she could take a picture, and then she's like, "Don't drink alone on Friday. Drink with us." So thank you if you joined us for a drink, whatever your beverage of choice may have been. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. We love chatting with you. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I know how valuable time is, and I really appreciate that you hang out with us and with each other, and share this really positive energy that everybody seems to be. Oh, Shivali's still got to back up. And sharing that really positive energy that we get from you as well. Like, you guys are unbelievable, and I'm so glad you're finally meeting each other through the swap and sell. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Bye.
Bye guys.